Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about BookTube's favorite thing, rereads. So here on BookTube, rereads are kind of looked down upon. There is a car outside and I do not care. We're always trying to read the newest releases and get those reviews for you, but we never get to like reread old favorites. I think it's kind of like you could be reading something new. With that being said, there are some books I really would like to reread for various reasons. The first book I want to reread is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. Erin Morgenstern is actually finally putting out another book, and I love this book so much. I listened to the audiobook, so I really would like to immerse myself back in the story, really get more of her beautiful writing, because this book was just gorgeous in every single way. This is about two competing magicians at this circus that only happens at night, and it's magical, and basically kind of like a Harry Potter thing, one cannot live while the other survives or something. So they're kind of like fighting, doing like impressive magic things in the circus, and then there's like some cool side characters as well. Next up is The Wicked Deep by Shay Earnshaw. I loved this book. I read this one of the readathons I did, and I absolutely loved it. I love Hocus Pocus and just all the witchy things. Like, I'm obsessed with like witches and stuff, and this gave me such like atmospheric like Hocus Pocus vibes. Hocus Pocus is my favorite movie of all time, and I just would really like to reread this. Actually, this got a lot of mixed reviews, so I want to see like if my opinion changes on it, and if not, I'm just really excited for another spoopy read, and I just like literally loved this book so much, so I'm hoping I still love it, but we'll see. Next up, I've been actually working through a reread of all my favorite books. It's been like a year-long process, but I keep all my favorite books here. I really would like to reread It's Kind of a Funny Story by Ned Vizzini. This is a story about a kid with depression, and he is about to commit suicide, but instead he checks himself into the hospital. And there he's kind of rehabilitating himself. It sheds really good light on medicine and therapy and stuff like that for depression, and I remember it being really, really good. And I read this and I really, really loved it, so I would obviously like to reread it again and just reread it again. I've never reread it. But yeah, I hope I still love it, because this really did hit close to home, and I really loved it when I read it. So it's also like the most banged up copy. I would like to reread Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I obviously listened to the audiobook for this like everyone else in the entire world, so I would love to reread it and annotate it. This was my favorite book of the year. Spoilers for my end of the year videos. So I need to annotate it like to bits and pieces. Like, I'm going to have my full-blown, it's gonna be amazing. This book was a unexpected favorite, so it is a book that I would like to go back and reread to annotate, and that is Starry Eyes by Jen Bennett, one of my favorite books of the year once again. And I just did not think I was gonna love this as much as I did. I completely fell in love with this book. It's gorgeous, it's beautiful, I love the characters, and I love this book. I have a reading blog where I read this, and it's a 24-hour readathon. It was so good that I need to express my feelings on the page. Another book like that is You'd Be Mine by Erin Hahn. This is such a good book. I listened to the audiobook for this for the Buzzwordathon. I do so many readathons, I can't believe I keep track of them. But again, I was not expecting to love this, and I fell in love with it. So I picked up a physical copy, and now I'm ready to annotate her and reread her again. Do I still love it? I mean, it's only been like a couple months, so I probably do. All of these are in the same vein, which I listened to on audio, and I would like to reread physically to get for various reasons. So next is Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid, another Taylor Jenkins Reid book that I obviously listened to on audio. It's so good, and I just also want to reread it physically because I didn't read it physically in the first place, and I want to see if that like changes how I read. I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm very, very excited. I actually have to lend this to my dad to read. I don't know if he's going to listen to the audiobook though. I should probably ask him, because I don't want people to like have my annotations like in a book they borrow anyways. There's another audiobook I listened to, and that was Stay Sexy and Don't Get Murdered by the beautiful people who have creators of My Favorite Murder, my favorite podcast. This had some really good advice. It was really funny and it was really great. It was narrated by Karen and Georgia, so that's why I listened to the audiobook. I definitely would like to go back, and there are some just great like artwork and pictures and stuff like that that I didn't get to experience while listening to the audiobook, obviously. And then lastly, I would like to reread Muse of Nightmares by Laini Taylor. I listened to the audiobook for this, and I think I got a little sidetracked. I did love it. but like not as much as I thought I would. I previously listened to Strange the Dreamer, the first book in the duology, on audio, and then I reread it physically, and I loved it a whole lot more when I read it physically. So I think I would like to do the same with this. You would think I would not listen to the audiobook, but like I'm a mess, so I haven't annotated them, which like is stupid. Why have I not? Do I have to read the other one now? This book, I do remember it being incredible. I just like think that I would be able to absorb more. That is sometimes my problem with fantasy audiobooks. Sometimes I love fantasy audiobooks and I can only like listen to fantasy audiobooks, and then it's like I can't grasp this entire like story. Anyways, those are all the books I want to reread. I doubt I'm ever gonna get to them, to be honest. I might do like a project with rereads. I don't know if I want to do like a month of rereads or like maybe just like a week and a reading vlog, or maybe reread a book a month. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe we could do it together. I have no idea. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!